Welcome back, everybody, to part 2 of Deardrops. I was a little disappointed how poorly part 1 has done, so I'm gonna keep playing, but if the views don't pick up, I might end up quitting the series, just so you know. My body was heavy and warm. This is uncomfortable. What's going on? Am I dreaming? I thought I'd avoided my nightmare for once. I couldn't move. Was I tied down? I don't want to be married yet. Then I noticed someone else was nearby. I heard a low, creepy growl coming from the back of someone's throat. That's supposed to be growl, it says grow. That doesn't make any sense. Something's here? And it seemed that someone was sitting on top of my chest. I couldn't move because it was on top of me. But what was it? I was completely awakened by fear. I could move my body now, but I was too afraid to open my eyes. It licked me. Huh? Something fell on my face. Something warm and slimy. Ugh. Warm, fishy breath hit my face. What is it on top of me? I slowly opened my eyes. I was afraid, but I had to look. I knew I shouldn't. I knew I shouldn't look. My eyes kept opening. My eyes shot open. They're sad. A cat? Ah! Cremona? What does that mean? Does that mean something? Probably means something. Let's find out what it means right now. Okay, the only thing I can find out is Cremona is actually a city in Italy. That's probably what it means. Yes, it was a cat on top of me. Of course it was. What else would it be, right? There's no way a ghost would show up in the morning. They're more nocturnal creatures. Aww. Cremona ate his fill after that and was now sleeping comfortably in the corner of the hall. Now that I took another look at it, its appearance was rather humorous and far from fearsome. But it was plenty fearsome to me. I hate cats. Yeah, ever since I was a kid. I was too ashamed to say I was afraid of cat monsters. A long time ago, my grandfather frightened me. He said that if I teased a cat, it would turn into a monster and curse me. Of course, it was just a story to frighten kids. Unlike my dry, humorless father, my grandfather was open-minded and playful. Caretaker? Who is? I spoke haltingly. Oh no. I did not agree to look after any cats. That was news to me. I hadn't heard about that. Oh, come on. You're such a kidder. What? Surely you jest. What the heck? How did I end up having to take care of a cat with my feline phobia? But if I refuse, then that might get me cursed. I don't want that. I've already got one. Hell awaits both ahead and behind. Maybe I'll go back to Germany. What? I didn't say that. No matter how painful the bed of nails that awaits me there is, at least it's better than staying here. You're right, it's just a damn cat. Why are we getting so worked up over it? We're making a mountain out of a molehill. Oh my god, it talks! What? I accidentally fell over. Well, I mean, I don't ever purposely fall over, so they're all accidents. Chika-chan pressed the cat up towards me. I think I broke my leg.
やめなさいってばチカ、正一くんがドイツ帰っちゃう。何がそんなに怖いのよ。まったく失礼しちゃうわね。ねえ、クレモナ。
The cat responded lazily. It looked like a dignified cat. Kind I'm worst with. How long has that cat been here? It wasn't here before, right? At the very least, I don't think it was here while I was in Japan. I never heard Kanade say they had a cat either.
ちょうど正一が行っちゃったすぐ後だから。
Really?
もう5年ぐらいかな。お姉ちゃんが見つけて拾ってきたんだよね。きっと正一の生まれ変わりに違いないって言って。
I'm not dead. I'm not even dead. I think I would die if I was reincarnated as a cat. Ugh, it's like a horrible curse. Then again, I'm already dead if I'm reincarnated, so of course I would have died, right?
自分の生まれ変わりなんだから、しっかり世話すること。わかった？
Never mind. That's not how reincarnation works, but okay. I got it. I'll do my best. Alright, I'll take care of the darn cat. That darn cat. You just have to feed cats and let them run free, right? You know, they're pretty, isolated animals. They kind of keep to themselves. Not like dogs, who are emotionally shallow. I'm kidding. I love dogs. I have 3 dogs. I'll try and stay away as much as possible.
よかったね、クレモナ。
I don't think he cares.
で、チカは時間はいいの？
Does anyone ever have enough time, really? I mean, really? Kanade pointed at the clock on the wall.
もうこんな時間、学校遅れちゃう。
We don't want that. Chika-chan quickly put on her backpack.
じゃあね、正一、しっかり働くのよ。帰ってきたら仕事教えてあげるからね。
Okay, you have fun at school now.
じゃあ行ってきまーす。
Alright. Chika-chan flew out with her backpack bouncing. She's energetic. She was like a Super Bowl. I was amazed at how full of life she was. I wish I could take a lesson from her and let it rub off on me. Then maybe I could tolerate cats.
朝から想像しくてごめんね。
That's alright. It's lively and fun. I was always alone in Germany. Got a little depressed.
一人で寂しかった？
Oh, you have no idea. I mean, well, of course I was lonely by myself. That's what loneliness is. Not having someone to confide or share or anything like that, you know? I don't know. I've never thought about it. I never had any time to think about it, really. But now that I can, maybe I was.
うちは毎日こんな感じだから。
That's good. And every day will be fun, hopefully. My own home was merely spacious and quiet, so this was completely different from before. I was looking forward to everything that might happen. Unless it involved the cat. That damn cat. What's his name? Cremoa? Creamer? After finishing breakfast, it was time to start work. Well, you didn't think I lived here for nothing. First, Kanade led me out front.
うちはライブスペースとスタジオがあってね。スタジオの方は朝10時開店なの。だからその前に毎朝お店の前を掃除するの。
Okay, I can handle that.
これは正一くんにお願いするね。
Kanade was explaining my job to me. I'm sure it was something Kanade had done from until now. I can do as much cleaning as they want. It's heaven compared to taking care of a cat.
吸い殻やゴミは特に気をつけてね。この辺は普通の住宅も多いから、なるべく迷惑をかけないようにしないといけないの。
Will do. Do the neighbors ever complain?
たまーにね。
Yeah, that would make sense.
ほら、うちのお客さんって派手な格好の人も多いし、ご近所さんの中にはそういうのを毛嫌いする人もいるから。だから余計にやるべきことはきちんとしておかないとね。
Well, you're being quite considerate. Well then, I'll do what I can to clean up and make it so the neighbors think it's clean and pleasant.
お願いします。じゃあ次、中ね。
Next was the first floor. This was the studio section.
ここがフロント。スタジオの受付だよ。
The reception for the studio is right as we walked in, and there was a space set up as a waiting area next to it. There were ashtrays set out, so I guess smoking is okay inside. There was a young man at reception.
この人がリュウジさん。PA の見習いさんだけど、基本的に何でもできる人だから。
Oh wow. Hey, what's up, Ryuji?
わからないことがあったら何でも聞いてくれ。
Will do. I'm Suganuma Shouichi. Shouichi. Yeah, that's it. It's a pleasure to work with you.
これで随分俺は楽になるな。早く仕事覚えてくれよな。
I will learn the ropes. I'll try to find out which one doesn't cause the chandelier to fall. I will do my best.
それじゃ、もう一箇所。一応下のホールも案内するね。うちの心臓部だから。ここがライブスペースだよ。
It's where the magic happens. This was the underground live space. It's where the concert was going on last night. Without any people, it was suddenly dead quiet compared to yesterday. It was almost like a different place entirely.
こっちの営業は18時から24時。ライブによって多少前後することもあるけどね。搬入やリハーサルもあるから、実際は午後2時ぐらいから人が出たり入ったりしてるかな。
Speaking of which, there was a show yesterday too.
あれ？もしかして昨日の聞いてた？
How could I not? Just a little, actually. I was curious, so I came down.
そうなんだ。で、どうだった？
Frankly, I don't know. Sound was way too loud. Since I was talking to Kanede, I answered honestly. The tones were also cracked, distorted, and I couldn't tell if it was good or bad. I wonder if everyone's ears are alright after being in that noise.
耳チンチンしちゃうよね。でもパチンコ屋さんみたいに一日聞いてるわけじゃないから大丈夫だと思うよ。でもやっぱり翔一くんにはクラシックの方がいいよね。
Kanede smiled, unfazed by my comments. I honestly don't know which is good or bad. Either way, it was a bit of a culture shock. To be frank, I like the name Frank. I did have a that stuff isn't music sense of dislike towards it, but that wasn't all. I didn't like it, but I hesitated because there was also part of me that was drawn to it and wanted to know more.
仕方ないよ。翔一くんのやってきた音楽とは全然違うんだもんね。でもうちで働くようになれば、ああいう音楽のことも少しはわかるようになるかもしれないよ。
I have to understand it a bit better. I'll be working here after all. I bet you like that kind of music, don't you, Kanede?
好きとか嫌いとかはあんまり考えたことないかな。好きといえば好きだし、中には好きじゃないのもあるし。でも好きとか嫌いとかじゃなくて、もう生活の一部かな。空気みたいなもの。
Okay. Yeah, it is. I know what Kanede was trying to say. The violin was that way for me. Are you going to take over the business in the future, Kanede? That's what I thought as I watched Kanede in this setting. Master was still kicking, but it might end up that way someday.
そうなるかな。お父さん、早く引退して老後はのんびり暮らしたいとか言ってるし。
You're very family-oriented, you know that? That's what I really thought, perhaps because I compared her to me. I'm sure my father thinks I'm the world's least dutiful son.
私にできることなんてそれぐらいしかないしね。翔一くんみたいに何かができるってわけでもないから。
We all have our strengths. It's not true. You're a really good singer, Kanede. Oh yeah, I forgot she was a singer. You've liked singing since you were young, right, Kanede? I mean, why don't you sing? You could sing, you'd be good at it. She grew up in a live house, and I'm sure she can play the piano and the guitar a little. But Kanede shook her head so hard I thought it might snap.
私の歌なんて全然ダメだよ。翔一くんみたいにいっぱいのお客さんの前で何かしたりできないもん。
Kanede blushed as she denied it. Okay, well. Oh yeah, Kanede has always been afraid of appearing before others. She's the type who always worries about others and puts herself last.
私は今のまんまでいいの。包 つましくて平凡な人生を送るんだから。
Meaning get married and have kids.
結婚できたらそうかな。私なんてもらってくれる人がいるかどうかわからないけど。
She really has no confidence in herself. I mean, some people might like that. Might like the whole naivete thing, but I don't know. I think men like a confident woman who knows what she wants, right? Most men, I should say. But this is Japan. I guess they like that kind of thing. I don't know. I'm not saying that there aren't people who do like it, but, you know. In Canada's case... What do I do? There are plenty who take her, or there's something else she can do? I think there are plenty who take her. Her looks aren't bad. She's a nice girl. She's very sweet. There's no reason why she shouldn't be popular. But strangely, I've never heard of her going out with anyone.
そうかな。でも、じゃあもし誰ももらい手がいなかったら。
She started to speak, but then trailed off. If there wasn't, then...
やっぱりなんでもない。
Kanade suddenly shouted. She turned her beet red cheeks away. What was that about? Hmm.
そしてここがスタジオ。これで設備は全部かな。それじゃあ早速だけど、お店の前のお掃除からお願いしていい？
Oh, of course. Yeah, sure. Now then, it's time to start my new life. I'll give it my best. I swept the sidewalk with the broom. Sweeping the sidewalk. Even knowing this felt nostalgic somehow. I don't think I've used a broom since I was in middle school. I probably haven't even touched one since I was a student. It felt strange to find myself using a broom in a place like this. I wasn't used to it, so I quickly started hurting in my hips. And I wasn't making much progress since I didn't know how clean I had to make it or how much effort to use. I guess that's about it. I had swept up all the cigarette butts and obvious garbage. There was a few pebbles and bits of grit, but well, not much can really be done about that on a public road. Just to be sure, I guess I should give it another once over. There's no harm in being too clean after all, right? Okay, one more round. There, that should do it. It was so clean you could hardly recognize it. Maybe it's a little too clean. This looks a little staged, maybe manufactured. Let's throw some dirt on there, make it look lived in. I was satisfied with this quality. Wait, I wonder if I took too much time? I realized I spent several minutes on just cleaning. It was almost time for us to open. Oh yeah, we open at what, at 10 I think she said? I have to hurry back inside. Oh man, look at that guy. Look at that guy. That guy looks awesome. Then I saw some guy who stood out walking along the street I had just finished cleaning. My eyes were naturally drawn to him. How could they not? It was nearly summer, and yet he was wearing a black suit and a black hat. He's got to be sweating. Even black sunglasses. Maybe he's in mourning? He walked along blowing smoke with a lit cigarette in one hand. I heard it was prohibited to smoke on streets in this area, though. I mean, you can smoke inside, right? I mean... Then the man took a short cigarette and spat it out. It's still lit. Ah! He called out before I knew it. The man shot a glare at me. No. I couldn't see where his eyes were looking at from under those sunglasses. But I did feel a piercing gaze. The man held his pace and kept walking right down the middle of the street. He smelled dangerous. And slightly of cigarettes. He had an unknown ominous intensity about him. If I voiced a complaint, I bet it'd cause trouble. He looks like a regular. But does that mean I can just keep quiet and watch him go by? We better stay quiet. You know, we don't want to rock the boat too much, you know, just starting. It would be bad if I didn't warn him properly and cause trouble. It's still my first day, so I'll just behave and watch for now. I went over to the cigarette and picked it up myself. It was still lit. Jeez, there's sure some bad people around here. This area may have grown more dangerous than it used to be. Not warning him was probably the right choice. The morning flew by as I ran about doing unfamiliar tasks. Well, the only work I'd really done so far was still just cleaning, though.
Shouichi, 悪いがちょっと買い物頼まれてくれるか?
Sure, what's up?
駅の反対側にホームセンターがあるんだが、知ってるかな?
Oh, no I don't. Not really.
去年ぐらいにできたんだ。まあ大きな建物だし、行けばわかると思う。
Okay. I'll head that way. Alright.
これが買うもののメモだ。
Memo? I took the memo from Master. The list was just normal daily items, nothing I didn't understand. Okay, I'll be back. Just as I was about to leave, I was stopped by a high-pitched voice. Chika-chan had come running in. She had dashed into the foyer and put on the brakes right in front of me. Welcome back, Chika-chan. Do you always come home in such a hurry?
ホームセンターでしょ。私が連れてってあげる。小一だけじゃ心配だもんね。
I think I gotta find it just fine. I'm just going shopping. I am an adult after all.
いいから遠慮しないで。ほら早く。
Alright. Master smiled and whispered in my ear.
小一と買い物に行きたいんだよ。一緒に行ってやってくれるか?
Alright. I don't mind, but...
何グズグズしてるのよ。置いてくわよ。
Ah, hold on.
頼んだぞ。
Yeah, it's his own... Take care. Be back.
こっちこっち。あっちの踏切渡ってしばらく歩いたところだからね。あそこ段差あるから気をつけて。
Chika-chan was leading the way and warning me about this and that. She was treating me like a kid. You have a fish on your shirt. Who's the kid now? But I found it cute, the way she acted like an older sister, so I obediently followed her. Chika-chan, you really have yourself together. Are you always like this?
これくらい普通だよ。いつまでもお姉ちゃんばっかに任せておけないもん。パパも腰が痛いとか言ってるし。小一の方こそ、ドイツでちゃんとやってたんでしょうね。
Well, I don't know German, so you tell me. I was a lot of trouble at first.
お姉ちゃんずっと心配してたよ。ろくに連絡もよこさないんだから。冷たいわよね。
Sorry. That's because it was all about the violin when I was abroad. It was true that I didn't have room to think about anything else.
まあ、元気そうだからいいけど。
You're a good girl, Chika-chan. When I was your age, I never thought about others at all. I was so selfish. I thought about myself and the violin, of course. Always the violin. I recalled something I'd rather not and shook my head. Well, right now I have my hands full with myself, though.
小一もこう見えて浮世離れした人だもんね。パパやお姉ちゃんと同類。
Huh? Am I?
そうよ。みんななんか変なこだわりとか持ってて、そういうものでは誰にも負けないんだよね。私なんて誰にも負けないって思えるもの何も持ってないのに。
Chika-chan murmured a bit sadly. True. Master and Kanade both had this unique aura that others didn't. I'm sure anyone who's devoted themselves to a single art has their own, right? Maybe Chika-chan doesn't have that aura yet. But your time will come, Chika-chan. You will find something you refuse to lose at in the future, I'm sure.
そうかな。
I do. You have the same blood flowing in you as those two do. When I said that, Chika-chan smiled with a bit of relief.
パパと同じ血か。ちょっと複雑かも。
Chika-chan smiled mischievously.
小一もきっと大丈夫だよ。私が応援しててあげるから。
I never thought I would be encouraged by Chika-chan. I felt better. Yeah, thank you. At that moment...
おい、ちょっと待てって姉ちゃん。
I heard the voice of some crude, rough man. Chika-chan and I both stopped in our tracks. There weren't a lot of people at the station since it was a weekday afternoon. That's why we found the man quickly.
俺ら心配して言ってやってんのわかるよね。それなのに無視って態度はどうなの?
It was a pair of guys, both looked like trouble. They were surrounding a girl in a school uniform. There was a beach for swimming near this area, so we got a lot of outsiders. The real beach season was a little ways off, but passionate surfers and such came regardless of season. And sometimes there were a few unpleasant ones. A lot of them were just coming to pick up girls. It looked like those were the kind of guys around her. The girl looked rather mature for a student. She looked like a calm beauty. The girl wasn't frightened at all by their menacing voices. In fact, she wasn't even bothering to hide her irritation. She was a woman with a lot of guts. However, that attitude of hers was only provoking the men even further. The guys looked like they were quite pissed off.
おい、聞こえてますか?
One of them said even louder, but the girl didn't react at all. Her clearly aggravated attitude was only adding fuel to the fire. A few of the people passing by glanced over at them, but everyone kept on going, not wanting to get involved. Will she be alright?
Shouichi, ここで待ってて。ちょっと行ってくる。
Oh no, no, don't get involved. Damn it. Chika-chan ran over to the girl and two guys. Hey, wait! I couldn't leave her be. I followed after Chika-chan in a hurry.
おい、なんとか言えよな。レチっちまうぜ。
Are you questioning whether you're going to kidnap her or not? Are you kind of uncertain whether you're actually going to do it? Having second thoughts?
やめなさいよ、あなたたち。
Chika-chan started yelling at the guys. How fearless.
なんだ? どこから声が?
However, the two guys just looked around confused. I guess they couldn't see Chika-chan standing in front of them.
まさか貞子？呪い？
What the hell is Sadako? Oh, come on. I accidentally spoke up, and the two guys noticed me.
ってお前か?
Huh? Me? The girl noticed me at the same time. She looked at me and opened her eyes wide in surprise. She looked as if she knew me. She's not an acquaintance, is she?
おい、さっきの声お前か? 男のくせに女みたいな声出しやがって脅かすんじゃねえ。
Don't make fun of my voice. No, that wasn't. I guess the men still couldn't see Chika-chan due to her height.
さっきからどこ見てんのよ。こっちよ、こっち。
いや、どこだ？やっぱ貞子か？
Oh wait, isn't Sadako the name of the girl from the ring? I think it is.
こっち見ろ。
Chika-chan kicked the one guy in the shin, and they finally found Chika-chan.
なんだ子供か。貞子じゃねえじゃん。
小さすぎて見えなかったんだな。びっくりさせるんじゃねえよっての。
悪かったわね、小さくて。あんたたちはでかいくせにちょっと見苦しいわよ。一人の女の子に男二人で。
おお、威勢のいい嬢ちゃんでな。俺たちは別にいじめてるわけじゃないぞ。親切にしてやってだけだ。
Yeah, very friendly.
何が親切なのよ。
俺たちはな、この子が裸足だから親切に家まで送ってやろうって言っただけなんだよ。
Wait, she's barefoot. I looked at the girl's feet. She was barefoot. Why? She wasn't even wearing socks. I don't know how far she'd walked, but there was black from dirt. Why are you barefoot? What happened to your shoes? You want to talk about it? That's okay. Girl wouldn't answer. Not only that, she wouldn't look at me either. She had a thorny aura to her.
なんで裸足なの？
Chika-chan asked the same question.
靴がなくなったからよ。
This time she answered. It's because I'm a guy. Sexist. Your shoes were gone? How did you lose your shoes?
どこでなくしたの?
Now, if she knew that, she would be wearing them.
学園でちょっとね。
Oh, did they throw them up on the power lines? What? She wasn't answering my questions, but she was Chika-chan's? Was this girl ignoring me? But why?
わかっただろ。だから不憫に思った俺たちは親切にしてやろうと思って声かけてやっ。
なのにこの姉ちゃんがよ。
Well, you could stop using that creepy tone of voice about it.
平気だから構わないでって言ってるの。何度言ったらわかるのよ。その耳腐ってるんじゃないの?
Oh. What a strong-willed girl. I must want to applaud her for her great attitude. Almost. However, that attitude also invoked the other man's anger, of course.
いい加減にしろよ、アマ。
You called her a bitch. The man's face is said to go red with anger. I think this might be pretty bad? Question mark?
あんたたち下心が丸見えなのよ。さっさとお家に帰りなさい。
And then the fearless Chika-chan poured fuel on the fire. This is bad.
あらせガキだな。ガキはお家でお勉強でもしてろ。
The man with the beard shoved Chika-chan. Oh, that's it. Kick his ass. Chika-chan was knocked back and fell onto her butt. Chika-chan, are you alright?
大丈夫。
Chika-chan spoke firmly, but there were tears in her eyes. Aww. Hey, you two! Don't you think it's a bit cruel to raise your hand against a child?
お前こいつの保護者か？保護者ならきちんと教育しとけ。
I believe the ones in need of a lesson here would be you two. In my anger, I accidentally spoke my mind. The men's expressions tightened.
なんだって？
てめえ、今のはどういう意味だ、おら。
The man's hand grabbed my collar. He lifted me up with his strength. It was hard to breathe. Ugh. He suddenly hit me. My cheek grew hot. It wasn't until after I fell on the ground that I realized he punched me.
Shouichi!
I heard Chika-chan scream, but before I could respond to her, the man dragged me up.
ああ、血が出ちゃった。かわいそうに。お前って超乱暴。
俺って超乱暴。
Okay, the guys don't have names, they just have, like, adjectives. Another punch to the nose. It felt more warm than painful. That's probably the blood.
ほら、どうする？
The man with blood on his fist sneered as he stared at me.
ちょっと何すんのよ。ショイチ、大丈夫？
Not really. I tasted iron in my mouth, and a foul odor filled my nose.
ほら、なんとか言ったら。こいつ超乱暴だから、シカトセットもう一発殴っちゃうかも。
I hate people who try to solve everything through violence.
ああ？はあ、嫌いだったらどうすんだ？
The man brought his face in close, provoking me. I knew I shouldn't let myself be provoked, but I tightened my fist.
お、殴るの？いやん、お兄さん、優しそうな顔して、怖い。
You just call me kawaii, you asshole? The man joking around wasn't the least bit frightened naturally. He was provoking me. I tightened my fist even more. Before, I never ever got into a fight. Because it meant I might injure my hand, and I kinda need that to play. That meant there was a chance I might not be able to play the violin anymore. That's why I was forbidden to fight, and also from playing any ball sports. I had to sit alone in the classroom and watch while all of my classmates spent recess happily playing dodgeball. When I actually wanted to join them the whole time. I ignored them when they teased me for being a girly boy. If I argued back, I would get into a fight. And if that happened, I might be able to play the violin again. But it doesn't matter now, because I stopped playing. I had to sacrifice all kinds of things for the violin. You know, the things you might not even think about, like dodgeball. But now the violin was no longer with me. So there was no longer any need for me to worry about my hands, was there? In the same instant those thoughts crossed my mind, the sight of that incident played back in my mind. A flashback. The memory of the moment when I lost everything in Germany. My clenched fist couldn't move anymore. It was like my arm had turned to stone. The memory of that nightmare bound me.
あれ震えてんのなんでなんで殴りたきゃ殴っていいんだぜ
The man brought his face close, provoking me. However, I couldn't move my body. I heard the girl click her tongue. When I raised my head, I saw the girl looking at me. She called my name. How did she know my name? The girl shouted. Her voice rang clear under the blue summer sky. That voice loosened a change binding my body. My fist howled. Howled. Whoosh. Then shot through the air. Huh? I missed? Shut up. I've never fought before.
びっくりさせんなこいつ空振りか
The man who laughed narrowed his eyes.
やられたらやり返す
Huh? I didn't get you. The man swung his fist. He was gonna hit me. But right as I thought that... Oh. Slap. She smacked him in the face. A nice sound rang through the air. The girl had slapped the man hard. The man was hit dumbstruck. So were Chiaki-chan and I.
あんたたち仕事は？
え俺たちは仕事とかは別に
なんだニートか。こんなことしてるぐらい暇ならしっかり働いて世の中の役に立ったらどうなの？
She immediately started lecturing a man much bigger than her after slapping him. What a woman.
てめえ何を
The man finally snapped back and started shouting. Uh-oh. The Chica-chan started shouting. She was waving her hand.
警察はまずい逃げるぞ
The two men dashed away. They ran away rather well.
で、どこにおまわりさんがいるって？
There probably wasn't one. Huh? Oh yeah. I didn't see any officers anywhere. Chica-chan struck out her tongue. What, you were just acting?
おかげで助かったでしょ。
Ah, you little brat.
別に平気だったのに。
However, the girl seemed upset. She turned her upset eyes toward me. She looks mad. Why's she mad at me? Why did I feel like she was being extra harsh towards me? You're not hurt, are you? No, right?
空振り。かっこ悪い。
Yeah, sorry.
何謝ってんの？正一が謝る必要なんてないでしょ？
I know, but somehow... I feel like I had to apologize. The girl had an odd edge to her. She seemed to know our name. That's kind of weird. The girl was still looking at me. I feel like I was being drawn into her eyes. Her eyes were amazing. They were intense and overwhelming to look at. She had an amazing air about her. But just who is this girl? Wait, don't go. The girl spoke curtly, turning her back towards us. She was planning to leave. Huh, hey, how far are you planning to go on those feet?
関係ないでしょ。
With that brusque reply, the girl jauntily walked off on her bare feet. That girl's amazing.
かっこいい人だったね。美人だし。
Yeah, really. She left a strong impression. I wonder if she's from the city. I wonder if I'll ever meet her again. Probably.
でも私ああいう女嫌い。ピーだ。
Tsuka-chan stuck out her tongue in the direction the girl vanished. Alrighty, guys. I think that'll be it for today's episode. And I will see you all on Monday with more Deardrops. Have a good day.